Well, hello, hooray, everyone out there in the amazing YouTube space and entire just inestimable internet lander. I'm Al, just doing what? Sitting home, just after my session of coding, and I performed the task that I'd been given previously that I was doing for, and now even like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, and I was considering different angles of how to approach that thing. Finally, I figured that the solution that I applied and put it there, and they were pretty just a simple task that are just adding a notice to some div block, and I I did that, and they wanted also me to fix the share Facebook share, and that's the deeper issue of Facebook itself. It gets rid of not needed to flop around the sharing link, and they cut artificially they cut the possibilities of how to embed that feature into their share unit, and that's why I couldn't influence them from the outside, and because that's like deeper issue. I have to dig deeper in area. As soon as I do not have that deep experience of being exposed to that shit, that's I'm not necessarily saying that I quit, but I kind of postponed that issue to be following probably in a new restaurant, I should say, because that requires a lot of just sitting there, digging there, and doing literally fucking nothing except that. And even my more experienced colleagues didn't know what to do with that because they've never done so, and they couldn't even give me a decent piece of advice of how to dodge or get around that issue. And they only said like superficially, do that, try that, and I'll always try what I did myself, and I dug that out of the internet and I applied, and that worked. That worked, but 40% is done, but that's enough for my experience, and I'm pretty content. I feel content and joy, and it's not even seen on my face. Maybe slightest glimpses of joy you may see just right now breaking through my I don't know, grounding or muzzle, and I don't know, maybe it's even depicted on my face right now. Those wrinkles. I know that I aged well, but I see us breaking, those breaking out or pieces of joy. How they spread, how they they're ready and inside my premise right now, and it's inevitably seen, excuse me, on my face that I has done something positive despite all the stumbling blocks and sticking points that are there on my way, and they still are on my way, but I'm not fearful of them, to be meeting them and getting through them. And I said already that I feel content and joy as I've done my task, little one, but that's the beginning of big way, and success always comes with not polished pieces, and with those rough blocks. They're all still there and always be there because life cannot go on without them at all. Guys, it's been something point oriented. Let's do something incoherent as a theme that goes after my, I don't know, related to something thing that I've described just right now, and or maybe we would do something. I don't even know, guys. Everything's getting right, sitting on its right places, and that's the sign that I'm pretty good with what I do, and you see it's like a good sound. We have electricity now. We are having electricity now, and that's good. That's good. That is all. I wish may always be that way without those blackouts, and you know that all. It doesn't need even fucking any words around that point because we all live our lives. We all I don't know, meet what we do not want to meet, and we're just making do with that, and that's fucking it, and snapping out of that, I should say, and I'm not whining again, I'm not again sugarcoating something, and just try to keep things nice, and sitting nice, going right, and do them, or I don't know, one by one. In the process of eliminations, I eliminate shits in my life as they appear on my way. I'm in the process of elimination of getting shedding them and getting rid of them, and that's how my life approaching angle works. And I always change. I'm always in flux, I should say. I always deal with things from different angles regarding what they are and how they are put there in the first place, and then I peruse them and carefully try to tease that out how they work. And after clarifying that I'm on all those pieces, how to get rid of them if they're bad in the right way, and I do, and I dig, and I get through them, and I again get forward, and whatever happens, I'm headed forward, and I always will. If I don't die, I hope I won't. So guys, it's been my shit minute preamble as always, and my silly head, talking head with sticking out ears, and my weird, well-aged muzzle, I know that all, and not shaving again. Sorry, I'm not even saying sorry. I like being unkempt slightly unkempt, not groomed to 100% extent. All those pimples, and I don't know, ears again, and my cut hair, and whatever else you might see on your screen. You're good about it, because I'm doing this all fire and for me in the first place. I'm not deceiving anyone out there that I'm giving these shits, giving them up for the wide array of audiences. I'm giving them up for myself, because after each video shoot, after it's made, I peruse it, I carefully check what I said wrong, and then try to not to say it anymore in the wrong way, because the interesting thing about fluency that you may say, and you always say things wrong until it gets to you, sticks to you like automatic correct response. The more you do, the more you make your own mistakes, the more you're in the process of elimination, of getting rid, shedding those mistakes, and you will not occur on your way anymore. The more you do that, the more you feel like free from those mistakes, and it's a tricky process, and never goes easy, and you don't want to go easy with yourself, because the more you challenge yourself in that regard, the more afterwards you feel like joy and relief. And if you get what I say, then good for you. If you don't, that's you're not prepared enough for being immersed into my sheets of my life, and sheets and good things that appear on my way, because not only bad ones secure my way, the good ones are always there and will be there. I hope they will. Guys, get all stay tuned to my channel, and I don't know if I can think about switching this shit up, because I wouldn't allow you to do that. I already wrap that shit up. It's a little much for right now. It doesn't block our ways anymore. We can do it with our ways wherever we want. Whatever we want. And I always say that fluff and nothing at the very end of this video should hear, because I want to practice more. I want to keep talking at speed, at a certain level, at a certain rate of speech, not lower my bar too much, not set it too high, but I always try to set my bar too high. I'm on it, and I'm on it every single day of my life, and I always will. Thanks again for being with me. Part of it, still picking out what we're doing, better practicing my American. Be good, and peace out. Get it all. Stay tuned. And thanks again for being with me. Still around. Get some guys better soon. Be good. Get it all.